average blows, competitive spirits. Yeah, 13. Happy day and what it do?
Yes, sir.
It's your boy K here. Look, being average at anything is never great. Being above average at everything kind of makes you awesome.
Yes, sir. And I go by 3% Kai. The 3 represents the percentage of the world that's identical twins. And of course, I'm still hearing, tasting, seeing, touching, and smelling some leaky earwax. But what I got to complain about? So today we actually have someone joining our conversation.
Yes, sir. Bullygang O.
Was good.
Okay. When people they think of Kay and I, we are identical twins, right? And when people they think of identical twins, they think we can feel the same pain, we can think the same thing.
Yeah.
Kay, I am squeezing my right leg. Do you feel that?
No, sir.
All right, so we are not feeling the same pain, but I assure you sometimes we do have identical thoughts. So how we gonna start the show is I'm gonna count to 3. I'm gonna say what's on my mind.
I'm gonna say what's on my mind.
And actually, I want you to say what's on your mind on 3 is.
Bet.
All right, so y'all ready?
Yes, sir.
1, 2, 3. Dirty
Bully
braids.
gang. Oh,
What did you say?
I said food.
I said dirty braids.
I said bully gang.
You said-
All right, come on.
I like that. I like that. I like that.
I thought he pointed at you because I said dirty braids, and he's like, no, he got it.
Hell no.
Wow.
Nah, it wasn't that. It wasn't that.
Wow.
It wasn't that.
So today's topic. What's today's topic?
It's influence.
Yes, sir. So today's topic is influence, and I have one definition.
And I got a definition as well. And if it's the same, then voila.
Oh wait, I definitely forgot to say, like, so yeah, we are not, none of us is having identical thoughts, but Kay and I, we are identical twins,
Right.
just not above the hairline. You dig?
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah.
He said that's a fact. Let's get it.
Fact.
My shit is sharper. That's just straight like that.
Okay. Anyways,
Oh, he's judging. Now he's judging. Hold on.
I listen. I ain't throw not. Go ahead.
all right. So the definition I have is influence, the capacity to have an effect on the character, development, or behavior of someone or something, or the effect itself.
Yes, sir.
That's the only one you had?
Yeah, you know what? Because I thought there was a longer one, and I thought that's what you. Yeah. So all right. Cool.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, so we're
yeah,
about
identical
to
thoughts
jump
right
right in.
there. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So studies suggest people become susceptible to social influence around 12 years old. Now, how do you guys feel? Start with you, how you feel when you hear that? 12 years old, people you could be influenced at 12.
I feel like you can be influenced a little bit before that, because I read a book. It was called like the 4 Agreements.
The 4 agreements?
The 4 Agreements.
What'd you take from that book, bro?
So pretty much you start building agreements before you even actually notice you start building agreements. So it's like pretty much when your mom take you to the grocery store and you might see her take a
Right.
piece of candy and stick it in her pocket, you might start.
Oh,
to
wow,
think
he-
those things are, you know what I'm saying?
He immediately went to crime. God.
Nah, yeah,
Bro,
but
'cause that's a real
that's
story.
a real,
No,
you know what I'm saying?
okay.
That's
That's
you
a
know what
real
I'm saying?
story.
So like it's the 4 Agreements. So I feel like you could be influenced at like even before 12.
Right.
Honestly,
No, and I agree with that too. Because if you think about like kids, right? Like, and I'm talking when I say obviously you're 12 years old, you're a kid.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm talking about like even babies to an extent. Like they're gonna copy what they see. They say babies are sponges, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. I mean, well, the 4 agreements, I just want to break it down a little bit. Like, what is an agreement?
An agreement is like
Because you
Pretty
said
much.
the example that you gave is your mom put something in her pocket.
Yeah.
Like that's not an agreement. You saw her do something. Now did she say don't say anything? Like
it's not pretty much that. I'm talking about like before the age of like really understanding the right from wrongs, but just seeing certain things. I guess it's like that photo memory in a sense to think that those things. And sometimes I guess it depends on. I mean, as you grow up and if you can't even remember that without you even noticing like how you decept. Or like how you even break down. If
My
that was
boy
right
read
or
the
wrong.
book a minute ago. Right? So stop.
Yes, man, I ain't gonna lie.
That
It
he
was
wrote
like
a minute ago.
2014. It was like 2013.
I was about to fall asleep. I'm like, yo, you're not even answering the question at all.
Nah. It was like,
I don't want to keep on pushing or nothing, but like I don't know. Some people when they hear agreement, they might have a different definition of what agreement is. So I just kind of want if you have a definition of agreement, break it down for them. If you don't, we're not gonna push that. We're gonna keep it
pretty much
rolling.
just right or wrong. Just that thought of like, all right, this is right and this is wrong.
Okay.
And that's the agreement of it. Like, I bet. You know what I'm saying?
Bet that up. But there was 4 of them though. But
Yeah,
we're gonna leave it at
It was
that.
called the 4 Agreements. I can't tell you the 4
He
agreements.
said
but
one of them
that
agreements
one
was
of
that
the
we was
best
gonna
ones.
agree to Kai, shut your ass up. That's
I'm done. We're gonna move it right on. All right. So talking about influence, right? There's multiple types of influence, but we're gonna get on where I want to get on social influence, right? So this involves intentional and unintentional efforts to change another person's belief, attitudes, or behaviors. So I got 5 types of social influences. I'm gonna go through them, but as we go through them, like if you guys have any stories or anything, we're gonna like stay at one, talk about the stories that we have, and then
Yes,
move
sir.
along.
Let's
All right.
get into it.
So the first one is informational, social influence. When you decide based on information someone else provided That's informational social influence. It derives from your desire to be correct. You adjust your opinions to the way people think in the hopes of to get proper judgment.
Yes, sir. I've done it before. I am guilty as charged. What about you? You shaking your head? You have? Because I got a real life example. And all right, so
I'm gonna wait for your example.
Okay.
And then,
all right. Yeah. So whether it's damn, I hate to.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
So sometimes on Facebook, right, or even in my group chats, there could be a topic that we're talking about for that day, and sometimes I don't necessarily know anything. I don't know shit on that topic, right? But the competitor in me, right? I wanna add to the conversation. Yeah. So, I hit them Googles real quick, get some information, not even a lot, just anything that I argue against what they're saying. Yeah. And what happened? Is that?
I'm not sure if that's more so. It's
more, well, because also, so I said Facebook, it could be something that somebody else said that I agreed with, and then I bring that to the group chat. Yeah. And it's not my own thoughts, but
if you don't mind, I'll give my example that I have with that. I live in Fairfield, Connecticut now, and some of this stuff is new to me, right? So going to a new restaurant that I've never been before, and they have way more utensils than I'm used to seeing. You know what I'm saying? I'm the fork, the knife, what I'm saying. So I see
his fingers, goddammit.
Right now, for real though.
I ain't gonna lie.
Especially if it's barbecue. Come on now. But so see all these extra utensils, and I'm just like, how am I supposed to use these right now? So now just take a quick peep to the right, see how they using it, and then now that's the information I'm gonna go with. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not judged.
Yo, so can I ask you something?
What's up?
If you seen somebody sticking a fork in the ass, was
it a woman or a guy?
Yo,
was it a woman or a guy?
Keep it moving.
Wait.
Wait.
I was really curious about the answer. I ain't gonna lie.
If it was a woman, you would have did it?
Fuck no.
All right.
But I'm saying I want to know if he.
If it was a guy, I would how's he reacting to it? You know what I'm saying? That would to pique my curiosity.
It makes sense.
That's fair.
Okay, it makes sense.
Yeah, that's fair.
So did you have any examples with the?
It almost like that, the napkin or whatever the utensils come in. I never knew what that was for, and I wasn't about to be. Some of them be white.
Yeah.
So I'm not about to.
I'm not about to expose myself.
Yeah, I'm not about to expose what you feel me. So I done looked around a few times to see how they do it. So I seen people start putting it on their lap.
Right.
Stop it falling.
Yo, them white towels.
That's what I do now.
Them white towels, especially the hotel towels, they expose the shit out of all of us. I don't know. Well, I can't. Let me speak for myself.
What you mean?
When I thought I was clean, and then I just did a little wipe. I'm like, damn, what the hell happened?
Listen, I done been in the hotel, took a shower, then wiped off, looked at the towel, said, nah, we gonna.
Yeah. Y'all just start having green towels or some shit, all right? Because I am tired of seeing my dirt when I think I'm clean.
No. I appreciate the white towels, though.
Nah, because it could be after a shower, right? It could be after a shower. Yeah, like he said.
But I'm saying if they use the black towels or green towels, how do you know they ever even wash them?
Yeah, I know, but I'm thinking about the days when let's say brought a John to the hotel, you did, and now they see that and they're like, oh shit, he don't even wash his ass.
That's just how you know you just
got out the shower. Like what?
That's how you know you inexperienced. You supposed to bring your own towel.
Exactly, bro.
They're like, yo, you wish he washed
on the west.
Exactly.
Come on, we gotta go. That's what I'm saying.
Look, he thought about. Let's keep it moving, goddamn it. Let's keep it moving.
All right. The next one is normative. That's a person's desire to change because they want to be accepted or fit in. So an example of that is peer pressure. That's the most common example of that. Right. So I definitely want to get into my example, but I'm gonna allow.
I mean, yeah, I got stories, but I'll let you get into it. Your story.
Oh, real quick, do you have peer pressure? You ever got peer pressure?
Peer pressure? Nah, cause I always been strong minded. So we're not strong. I ain't gonna say that y'all not strong minded.
Yeah.
That ain't what I'm saying.
Okay.
But to the norms of what people try to peer pressure.
So I'm gonna throw some pushback alert. Pushback alert. Let's get it. You just peer pressure to agree with this man 2 seconds.
Not at all. Not at all. It was like we had the same experience. I don't know if we had the same experience, but it sounded like we had the same experience.
Okay. Okay.
All right, one of those. I'll Diddy.
All right. So I'm about, I guess Story Boulevard, right? So when I was in elementary school, in terms of girls, right? Yeah. Didn't really care about them. Even to a certain point in middle school, 6th grade, didn't really care about them. Okay. I don't know what happened. Someone saw a MTV music video or something. I don't know. But all of a sudden, everybody started caring about girls and getting poons, right? So all the older dudes really yo, you're not getting no vagina and shit like that. I'm like, no. But they started making fun of me. You know what I'm saying? They started making fun of me and shit. I'm like, oh, hold on. So all right, so I guess I gotta get some, right? Yeah. So I was peer pressure to lose my virginity. That's what I'm trying to get at. You know what I'm saying? I did not. No. There was many times where I tried to lose my virginity, but my peen wouldn't get hard or whatever. I just was not ready.
Right.
You You know what I'm saying? But motherfuckers forced me. I had to drink what do you call them drinks? They soft drink, not Mike's Hard. We're not sponsored, but Smirnoff. I had to drink a couple of those to then get it in. That's how I lost my virginity. That's fucked up.
Smirnoff?
Off the Smirny, bro.
It's crazy.
It is. What flavor? It was a pineapple too. Or that's a screwdriver. That's not even a. It's called a screwdriver.
I'm in awe because I don't know what the hell this man's talking about.
What you mean? You don't know I'm talking about my story?
No. What's a screwdriver?
It's orange juice and liquor, bruh.
Oh,
it is? You do that?
I don't drink, so
I
didn't know. I didn't know how to name.
Sir.
I didn't know how to name. A name is crazy.
Now he don't drink. No, I'm just playing.
That's crazy.
All right, so I'm going to keep it pushing. The next one is conformity. It's when individuals change their behavior or beliefs to be accepted, impress, or gain a sense of acceptance. Conformity occurs. So whether a person has the same opinions or not to a group, it doesn't matter. The only thing that matters to them is to gain admiration from the people they're trying to impress. So, like when you start to dress the same, like at work, when you start to dress the same as your coworkers, because, you know what I'm saying, like, even though you know that's not your style of dressing, but you trying to, conform to what's going on. What's up, Kay?
No, I got another, like, that was never me. Like,
okay.
I can stand on that and proudly say, not your boy, goddammit.
Okay.
What happened? Oh, what?
That's not me either.
All right, cool.
Cool. Strong-minded.
Do you know? All right. We gonna test that. All right, we gonna test that.
Bet.
Compliance is the next social influence, right? Mm-hmm. If an individual changes the way they behave, that is compliance. However, compliance is not in congruence with obedience. Compliance is usually seen when a friend asks for a favor. You want to jump into that?
Nah.
Oh, I saw a hand on my peripheral.
I was scrolling.
Oh, my fault.
Yeah, I was going through the notes.
So, Kay, you and I, we talked about this recently. And I think we was talking about before we actually got on air today. Like when you have friends and they might be like good at something. Like I'm good at like doing videos and stuff, right? Yeah. One of my friends, I don't like doing music videos for people. That's what I used to do, right? Okay, yeah. But one of my friends recently reached out to me. He was like, "Look, Kai, like I'm gonna have to cash in my friend card, and I need you to do this music video for somebody." Yeah. And that's just an example of compliance. Like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna do it because you are my boy. You cashing in your friend favor, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that for you. Okay. Have you ever like
I mean, not from recent memory, no.
Don't say I'm strong-minded.
Nah, that ain't even strong-minded type of thing. But I didn't never really stepped out like and be like, nah, all right, I'm gonna do it for you. I ain't never.
But what about you? Never asked for like a favor from a friend
or uncle?
Yeah, actually, yes.
And he never gave in, huh?
I have. Now he has before. He kicked my ass about it.
Oh,
he has before.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, right. Because the next one is.
Speaking of that, he's probably biggest on the compliance one. I ain't gonna lie.
He's probably the biggest on the
favors, and he probably don't want to do it, but he gonna do it. Like, yeah.
Respect.
Yeah.
We know that you have to say that because he drove you here. Goddamn it.
His uncle's in the studio. Goddamn it, son.
He's a little nervous. All right. So the last social influence is obedience. It's when a person changes because of a person of authority, right? So like. Your boss tell you to do something, you obey what your boss says, right? I got a little quiet in that one because I do not like that one. I don't like going to my job and someone telling me what to do.
Yeah. So I mean, I got authority issues. Like that's it is what it ain't. I'm in a position where like I'm my own boss. Yeah. So good. Well, who am I saying good to? Yeah, good to me. Good.
I've been in that position where I've been in jail.
I've
been in prison. So like. You gonna be obedient. You got to say.
Wait, hold on. So I feel like you could have added a whole new like different perspective in all those things. Maybe you just wasn't thinking about it. Yeah. But all those social influences, if you've been in there, like let's talk about compliance. Like you had to comply with certain things, right? Yeah. And have you asked people when you was in there? You ain't asked for no noodles.
Nah, hell no.
You ain't asked for nobody noodles.
Nah.
Nobody.
Bro, and it's funny because like
why the hell would you say noodles when he talking about the fake house?
Huh?
Noodles?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Ramen came?
I know, but he could have said ramen.
The
noodles?
The noodles.
Oh, that's
that's another one, man. God damn.
What a ramen. I ain't never had to step on my body. And I was close to, like I didn't have it, but like when you first get in there, you got to wait a week. So if you miss the commissary, you're fucked pretty much. Then I got shipped the same week. So I had to wait another week to even get my commissary. So it's kind of that. But I kind of like stay solid.
I'm not going to lie. When you said like shipped and stuff, I'm going like this, but I don't have one clue what the hell you're talking about.
So you went from one facility to another. So I went from a regular facility to like a high end, like a high security.
So Oh, I'm actually glad that. Well, I'm not glad. I don't. What the hell's my word choice is crazy right now.
Right.
But no, that so because it makes sense now when he was giving that example that he went to seeing his mom stealing or some shit.
Oh,
Yo,
full circle.
Yeah, full circle. I see what the fuck was going on.
I actually didn't learn that from my mom.
Who you learned that from? Your uncle?
Swear to God.
Oh, do better,
Yeah.
Learn that from him.
Uncle Neek, man.
Show me the ways. I ain't gonna lie to throw chips in my pocket.
Sweet.
I mean, if you have to survive, I definitely understand. But just on a random Wednesday, just because you want to.
That's what the thing. It was like not a hobby. Not for him, it was a hobby. But once I seen him do it, it was fun. Like I ain't gotta pay for this. Shit.
Yo.
Well, I'll
get that.
tell you one thing, goddammit, for the viewers and for the listeners, I'll definitely be checking this man's pockets, right?
Nah. I was
I'm
2010.
just kidding, man.
I know.
No, I'm not.
What? He nervous too. He like shit.
I'm like, bro, is he playing or not? What can you say before I leave here? It's all good.
Okay, you want to jump into a misconception real quick?
Nah, before I got to a misconception, I wanted to so some things that influence what people think of you.
Mm-hmm.
And this is coming from Inc.com. So shout out to Inc.com. So how you state your opinion, how you handle rejection, how you manage your emotions, how you handle blame, and how you hold a conversation. Those are things that influence what people think of you.
Oh, right. How you okay, so out of those, like what's one that you're like focusing on the most?
Emotions for sure.
How to manage emotions.
How to
manage
manage
emotions.
emotions, yeah.
You had like challenges with that before?
I wouldn't say challenges, but I'm like people throw it like on me being Aquarius, but I'm like real nonchalant.
You said a what?
An Aquarius.
Oh, that's
Oh,
like
no.
a sign.
You
I was
ain't
like,
know
what?
how to- I'm saying with the females though, like the female be like, "Where are you?" I'll be like Aquarius. They'll be, "Oh my God, I already like So it's like I'm real nonchalant. Like you can't.
Yo, hold on.
I
Let me
don't bad at showing
let me
emotion.
cut it off right there. Not cut you off, but
Yeah.
like 2 episodes ago, this man was talking about AEEV?
Yeah.
Oh,
African American
yeah.
vernacular.
So that's what that was. My boy O is Jamaican, right?
Fact.
So he said how you say, and you was quick to say, "Oh, what you talking about?" So you is full of shit, man.
How am I full of shit? What did you say again? Aquarius.
Aquarius.
Motherfucker say Aquarius.
He's Jamaican.
I didn't hear the accent. There was no accent on that. He ain't put no salt on it, no pepper, no nothing. Goddamn.
I had a speech impediment. Let's just run with that.
All right. Okay. What about you?
Handling rejection.
And okay. And like what? Like
How I handle it. Like me and Kai, we have talks like how I like react, right? Like, because just somebody like reject, like you don't know what's going on in their life, right? So I used to like just assume the worst, like you want to help me, fuck you, like you know what I'm saying, and that's not, you shouldn't be living your life like that. So
That's a fact, yeah.
and can you just run them back real quick for me, real quick?
it's only right that
Run it back from the tippy.
Sir.
So how you state your opinion, how you handle rejection, how you manage your emotions, how you handle blame, and how you hold a conversation.
A couple of them for me now.
I could have. Well, you want me to name one for you?
Yeah, go ahead.
How you state your opinion?
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
So I'm working on my delivery. God damn it.
Okay.
And the other one, what was that last one?
How you hold a conversation?
Yeah. Now I'm like focusing on like holding conversations and trying to like just someone says hi. I'm trying to get like more than that and actually make it an enjoyable experience for the other person. I know they trying to get to where they going, but you about to talk to me, God damn it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So is there more that you want to get off?
No, well, I'll get off this misconception if you know what I'm saying.
Well, good at sir.
Okay, so a misconception: social media mirrors the conversations happening in real life, and that might sound like an obvious one, like for us now. But I mean, I'm of an age where but I'd be lying if I'd say there wasn't a time where I thought like things that people say on social media wasn't the truth. Like I would run with that,
Right.
and
Right.
don't do that. Don't do that.
There was a time, and I'm just being completely honest. There was a time where I would go like online. There was like certain pages that they would just have random quotes and shit. Yeah. I would steal those quotes and then just act like it's me being like just wise or something.
Yeah.
Just
The copy and paste.
Yeah,
is
yeah.
crazy.
yo. I say copy and paste, my boy.
Yeah, nah,
Well, you would change something?
No. I type it out. I ain't copy it.
so he
I
ain't
type
copy
it out.
and paste it.
He said I put a little work in there.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Copy and paste.
Copy and paste.
Okay, I mean,
Copy and paste.
Yeah.
That's
I don't get nothing for that though. Like actually typing it out, you don't get nothing for that.
Nah.
You get your little hands a little workout, I guess.
That's what I'm saying. I put in some work.
I think it'd have been better if you'd have just copied and pasted.
Yeah. Save yourself
But
some
maybe
time.
you're doing it for yourself. You might feel the quote if you typed it out.
Nah, I just wanted to like everybody know that even though I am like taking the easy way, I'm still working hard taking the easy way. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, because nobody else can see what you're typing, bro. Like, they don't know if you copied or paste or if you just typed it out. So take that L. Hold that L.
Yeah.
Yo, tell them to hold that L.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. You missed that one. I ain't gonna lie. I don't think you're going for 50. For
My
that.
boy, hold the hell on,
said,
sir.
you know
You
what
might
I'm
miss the
saying?
50 boy. I ain't gonna lie.
Wait, hold on. Air ball. Let's
Look,
go.
hey, look. First off, that is an example of you compliance or conformity. Because my boy just started doing something.
For the first time.
First time in your whole entire life.
Nah.
I'm saying,
I'm
you
bullshitting,
sorry.
I'm bullshitting.
We had an agreement, goddamn.
Had an agreement.
That is fine. But I'm saying you came in talking about
everything
I'm strong-minded.
combines
This.
Guy. Twin chilo.
You
What
got
does
it.
that mean?
It means calm down, papi.
It's in Spanish it's tranquilo, but Kai is not.
I'm not loyal to the education system, so
Education.
Well,
that's
there you
on God.
There you go.
That's I mean, I backed off when you said them. Like I backed the hell off,
I
bro.
didn't say that.
What'd you say again?
He didn't say that.
Aquarius.
You
I
got
just
better.
said it fast. I said it fast.
You got better.
He's Jamaican,
I'm
man.
Jamaican. I said it fast.
You got it better. So I want to get into this experiment that I seen. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with an older white woman named Jane Elliott.
Yes, sir.
I don't know what that is.
All right, and that's fine. She's an older white woman, right? Oh, so she had this experiment. It was called A Class Divided, and it was her way of helping. First off, you can go if anybody they want, you can go on YouTube and type this in if you want to see the
You
experiment.
talking about the old white woman with the glasses?
Right,
And she had like a black suit? I know what
right.
you talking about.
Okay.
Boom.
So her name is Jane Elliott, so you can
Okay,
refer to her that way. You know, that's
Jane
her name.
Elliott. Nah, no, yeah.
So yeah, that was her way of helping her Caucasian students understand the effects of racism. And so like, I mean, since you already know, like, I'm just gonna explain for the people what it was. You heard? Or okay. So what she would do is she would separate the blue-eyed students in her class from the brown-eyed students. And on the first day, she labeled the blue-eyed group as the superior group. And from that point on, like she would give them extra privileges, leaving like the brown-eyed kids isolated, and then start like picking on the brown-eyed kids, right? And singing them out. And what they noticed is instantaneously the privileged kids also started to pick on the brown-eyed kids.
Oh, wow.
And they, for whatever reason, since they was getting treated better, like the blue-eyed kids, their test scores improved. They said that they was enjoying the class more, right? Yeah. The next day, she switched it. She started treating the brown-eyed kids like the superior ones. Yeah. Same thing happened. So, anyways, what they concluded from that was after it was over, like the kids, they all was relieved that it was over, and they said like, no one should be treated that way, right? So I just feel like that was a dope-ass experiment. We should bring that back. I don't know if people actually do it.
Any person, I ain't gonna lie.
Kai said,
I would
Bring
like
it
to
back from the
You said
experiment, though. Bring
yeah, just the experiment back.
Yeah.
You said you would like to.
I would actually like to be a part of that.
Why?
Wait, what
Just
you mean
to
a
see-
part of that?
Like
The
either
experiment?
watch, even being a part of it, just being around, like just
Watching it
unknowingly, or being a part of it.
Okay.
Like I would actually wouldn't mind. But then
I'll say
again,
search- It's
for
I
white folks,
also have
though. It
authority
is for
problems
white
too.
folks. It's
Oh,
what-
yeah. So I also have an authority problem too. So I don't
Well,
even know how that
I was
works.
about to say the crux of the experiment. You don't have you experience that every day, sir.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
a black
right.
man.
You are a black man, dog.
You're a black man, my boy.
You do, yeah. In different ways too.
See,
yeah.
look, man, hold on. Matter of fact, I'm gonna hold off on that joke.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold off on that joke.
There you
Not
go.
right. You want to jump into some? Huh?
You got a joke you put to the side.
He said,
Yeah.
Because it
God.
probably wasn't gonna hit the way he thought it would hit.
Okay,
Probably,
okay.
right?
It wouldn't hit, but just I'm like just being words are powerful, and like I know at some point a lot of people are gonna see this at some point, so I don't want to like we
Put that
black
in the
men.
atmosphere. Yeah, straight
Okay,
like that.
okay, yeah,
Respect, brother. All good, man. Sorry, my fault. My bad.
It was getting better. It was better than what you did earlier.
It was.
Yeah.
Why you
I
telling
like
me
that.
about that earlier? Why?
Because I was waiting for it.
Wait,
I knew
you
it was gonna
judging
continue.
accents?
Absolutely. Jamaican accents?
Me done said that already. Bless up, Dread.
That was like.
That was like the fake.
Well, let him say, my
bro?
boy.
Cool Runnings.
It's the movie.
Cool Runnings.
Nah, not even Cool
Oh,
Runnings, bro. It's like a.
Is it
I forgot
was it
what the
legit or no?
Nah. Not at all. It's like one of them Jamaican people they put in Law and Order. You ever watch? You ever seen one of the Jamaican?
Oh,
Nah.
yeah, my wife loves Law and Order.
Nah.
So, all right, but so some things that can positively influence others, and this comes from way of bustle.com, right? So it says keeping your living space clean, which kind of sounds like duh, right?
Yeah.
But shit.
Yeah, right. A big shit.
Smiling, giving people the benefit of the doubt, encouraging fitness and healthy eating. Now, out of those, the power of a smile, like for me, that does a lot for me, right? So like if I'm in a new neighborhood, right, and I'm like walking my dog or something, and somebody smiles at me like a complete stranger, I'm gonna feel good. Like
It does depend on their teeth, though, my boy.
Oh,
like
shit.
if they got some fucked up ass teeth. Like,
But they probably wouldn't be smiling.
I mean, I don't know. It might be like a subconscious thing. They forgot that they teeth was there. Like I might be like, oh no, it's not the neighborhood for me, my boy. It's not the neighborhood.
Might
for
not
me.
smile back so fast.
I don't think I'm gonna smile at all. I'll be confused. Like,
Said, bro,
You actually did that?
yeah, like what the fuck going on?
There's all gums in there.
Fix your joint. Our very first episode was about hygiene and like how long do you brush your teeth? Not to put you on the spot, but
Like 2 minutes, 1:30.
oh, okay,
Okay, all right.
respect, man.
Proper.
That was better than what you did earlier. I'm telling
For
you.
real?
By the end, y'all might be.
No, sir, I ain't looking.
Yeah, I ain't gonna try it either. I don't want to do that to myself.
Yeah, so so just talking about influence and stuff, like when I'm driving, right, and like let's say I noticed that there's a car that's been like behind me for about like 5 miles. I'm like, all right, let me see what I can get away with real quick. So I will like just hit a quick swerve, act like there was a pothole, just to look back and see like, are they gonna copy me? Sometimes they do be copying my ass too, yo.
Yeah.
It feel good. It feel good, yo.
It do feel good.
That means they're just really on the car. That's weird. I ain't never really had that. Cars get behind me, I get nervous. I ain't.
Oh, for real?
Hell yeah.
I mean,
Especially if
it-
they're bright lights.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, you know.
Right, like,
Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
That's
I walked into that one.
Yeah,
I walked into
yeah,
that one.
we gonna leave that one on
I'm
the
gonna leave that
floor.
alone.
But for you then, Kay, like, is there anything that you just ever just for shits and giggles, like, let me see if I can influence these people right now?
Well, you kind of said one. I mean, that shit is fun to me to do.
The car one?
Yeah, the car one. But in another way too, right? If a car is behind me and it's dark, so sometimes, especially like leaving going to my house, I live in Danbury, Connecticut. It's black. Like, well, it's dark. I'm sorry. It's dark.
Yeah, dark.
Yeah,
Alright.
all right. But so they be on my ass with their high beams,
Yeah.
and then so I'll like flick my lights off and on, and then that will like my brake lights
Which
come
should
off and
flash,
on.
yeah.
So like they think I'm stopping because the brake light is coming on, and that's fun for me.
Right. Somebody, Dave, what did he tell you that?
Yeah, do the Power Ranger.
Yeah, do the Power Ranger. Yeah, respect. So y'all might want to try that. If someone is on your ass, you don't have to stop, but just keep on hitting on the lights, and they're gonna think that you're stopping.
Right.
It's like, yeah, back up.
Yeah, play
back
that.
up.
Get
I'm
up
gonna
off
use that.
me.
I'm gonna use that one. I ain't gonna lie.
Yes, sir. It's a good one, bro.
Yo, so let me yesterday, or was it yesterday? Maybe it was, where was I? Maybe like 2 days ago, or possibly 3 days ago. I don't know.
Get
But
where you
I was
going,
watching-
sir.
Yeah, I'm getting there, man. God, zoinks. Yo, so I'm watching TV. Oh, I was getting my hair braided at the salon, and don't judge me. And they had a TV. They had a TV mounted, and I'm watching. It was the news, and it was some story of some girl, but like they had her Instagram handle, like the girl's Instagram handle on the news, and like I was just thinking like the influence of the world today, because that's it's a social media era,
Right.
'Cause I was thinking like when we as kids, well. Yeah, even you too for the most part. Like we as kids, you would have never seen that, right? Nobody
Instagram handle?
or your Facebook profile tagged up there in somewhere, some form.
Is you saying that we would have never seen it? Is that just because it didn't exist? Is that what you're saying?
Facebook did exist, sir.
When MySpace was when we was kids, my boy. Are you familiar with MySpace?
Yeah.
A little bit. You got the
A
back
little
end of it.
Yeah.
Heard you.
Since I don't have the facts of like when stuff was actually made, I'm not gonna get too much into that. So I'm gonna let you have that this time.
I wasn't even trying. I really just wanted to know too. Like
But even like in 2012, 2013, when it was like
that's when it was.
Facebook
Yeah,
popping,
Facebook just
I
got
didn't
made in
see that
2012. I
either.
Yeah,
think.
So I mean,
that's
it
what
makes-
exactly.
I think
That's what I'm
yeah.
saying.
But okay, because Facebook, there's no handle on Facebook. There is an Instagram handle.
Well,
Okay. Oh, yeah.
So where I'm going with this is, well, yeah, I'm gonna leave it alone.
But
'Cause
there's
I
no
don't know where
pushback.
Instagram was made, but like they weren't always doing it, is what I'm saying. So you can see the influence of the social media
Yeah.
era that we live in today. That's where I was trying to get at. So yeah, I don't even. You say there's no pushback. It felt like pushback.
Nah,
to
I
me.
just wanted to like see. I wanted to get an understanding of that. Like, was it really because wasn't the style back then, or
Yeah,
like,
I mean, yeah, times influence what's going on today, right?
all right.
right.
We're gonna. Yo, so okay, where we at on time?
We Gucci. I will let you know. But
right.
we are getting close.
All right, so this is then we getting a little close, but it's okay. People might refuse to see what I'm about to say, but whatever, right? And you kind of said this in what you were saying earlier a little bit, right?
Okay.
The company you keep does have a big impact and influence on your choices.
Yeah.
Point blank. Period. Like I am a married man, happily married man, right? And I mean, obviously, we go through challenges, so I want to act like everything's good. But I'm a happily married man, right? I don't hang out with much single people, and that's because they're gonna do single people things.
Yeah.
And if I'm around that, even though I try my best, but more than likely I might somehow partake in some single people shit.
Okay.
So, I mean, I don't want to put.
I agree and disagree. Well,
Oh wait,
maybe
first
for
off,
your
would you?
age, maybe not. All right.
What you disagreeing with? Hold on.
I think
I'm saying
I
like
don't
with
speak for
the
you.
with the single people do, but I get what you're saying. I do get what you're saying. That
Is
they
your
kinda have
disagreement what
influences.
you're gonna be like because your single friends not necessarily always gotta act a certain way that is that
He's gonna talk about
not
himself.
even like like in my age group, like even if you in a relationship, like it's bro, niggas gonna do single people things
wow.
anyway.
Well, yeah, so
it's like
So I hang like with people like you, goddamn. That's no, sir.
not me.
yeah, me either. Because
Right.
hanging around with people like you and your uncle, I might be stealing by Tuesday. Just playing. I'm just
Stealing
playing.
by
I'm just playing.
That's really fast. It's
No, hold
a
on, real quick. I just want to take that
process.
back. I didn't mean to say like you, people like you.
I'm already knowing.
I meant you, like you.
me.
Yeah.
Oh, as long as it's on me. Yeah.
My bad. All right, my bad. But we are at our infamous 30 for 30. Kai, tell them what that is.
All right, we are at the Your Honor segment. Now, I realize that I haven't been doing this right the whole time. So, what the Your Honor segment is me and Kay, we simulate a court-like setting, right? So, where I'm going to be the prosecution, he's going to be the defense.
Yes, sir.
I like to refer to this segment as our gym class. We spend the whole time, like, doing the academics, but we really want to get to the gym class and get physical. So, although I enjoyed having a conversation with you, Owen, I really want to get into this Your Honor segment and bust his ass. Kay, it's important to note,
These are not our personal opinions, views, or thoughts. It's just another way for, again, us to channel our competitive spirit, as you see up there, and in a positive manner. So we do have a guest today. So you will serve as our honorable judge, and you, by the end of this, you have to decide if I am guilty or not guilty. So without further ado, here we go.
on today's docket, does your surroundings shape who you are? You guys already know I'm the prosecution, so I'll be arguing yes. Quiet in the courtroom. Your Honor, does Coca-Cola taste better when it's surrounded by a glass bottle? That's a rhetorical question because we all know the answer to that. Of course, your surroundings shape who you are. The defense has been charged with 7th degree hypothetic principal trafficking and distribution. I'm going to say that again because I messed up. 7th degree hypothetic principal trafficking and distribution. I will present my case in a way that leaves no room for any other verdict, but a guilty one. I'll turn it over to the defense.
Your Honor, today I will prove that your surroundings isn't a Tetris game and don't shape who you are, but rather it's you who shape who you are. Turn it over to the prosecution.
Not only do our surroundings shape who we are, our surroundings have a direct impact on who we become. I'd like to call the defense to the stand at this time.
Here I am.
I'm going to ask you a slew of questions, and I expect you to answer honestly. You understand?
Got you.
All right. Are you familiar with ice trays?
Yes.
What role would you say an ice tray plays when it comes to making ice cubes?
A pivotal one.
Okay. So would it be fair to say that ice tray is what surrounds the water that then turns into ice cubes?
Yeah.
Okay. So would it also be fair to conclude that without the ice tray or anything surrounding the water, forming into a specific shape such as a cube is nearly impossible?
To make an ice cube?
You heard what I said, sir.
Yeah.
You can remove yourself from the stand. I would like the record to reflect that the defense just admitted to knowing the impact your surroundings have on you growing into your final form. I turn it over to the defense.
All right. I'd actually like to call the Honorable Judge O to the stand.
Here.
No need to be nervous. I'm going to ask you a few questions. I'd like you to answer as honest as possible, okay?
I will.
Since we're talking shapes, do you know of or know any squares?
Yes.
Okay. And for anyone who may not know, squares are people considered lames or losers, right?
Yes, sir.
Would you agree that things that you do, you say, and how you act make you who you are?
Yes.
So is it fair to say it's the things that they say, that they do, and how they act that make them a square?
Yes.
So ultimately, it's them choosing to be that way that makes them a square.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. No further questions. And I'd like to turn over to the prosecution.
It is important to note, Your Honorable Owen, that we are getting to our closing statements. All right. Your Honor, we are all here right now living and for the most part enjoying ourselves, right? Right now we are breathing, right? Because we are surrounded by oxygen. That's how we're breathing, right? The defense has been charged with 7th degree hypothetic principal trafficking and distribution. So I'm just break it down real quick, right? Principle, a fundamental truth, right? The defense admitted earlier that your surroundings play a impact or has a big impact on you growing into your final form. You heard him. You don't have to, right? Trafficking, recruiting. He's trying to recruit you, Your Honorable Judge, right? He's trying to transfer you from the prosecution side to his side. Harboring. He's trying to keep you on his side so you can come back with a bull spit verdict, right? And he's trying to do all these by means of I can't even pronounce that word, so I'm going to just say deception, all right? He's trying to deceive everybody. And then the last thing he's been charged with is distribution. The action of sharing something out to a number of recipients. What more must I do to prove that my boy is guilty? Okay? So I feel like I've done what I needed to do. Your Honorable Judge Owen, it is your turn to do what you need to do and come back with a guilty verdict. I rest my case.
Your Honor, I'll keep this short and sweet, unlike the prosecution. It's ultimately up to you to choose what you allow to affect you. And like you agreed with on the stand, it's your choice and will to do, to say, to act, which will determine who you are. It's important to know. You agree with me, sir. So now I'd hope that you make a choice, which would be the only choice that makes sense. And that's coming back with a not guilty verdict. I rest my case.
Your Honorable Judge Owen, when it comes to Kay's innocence, how do you find him?
I find Kay not guilty.
Let's go!
Not guilty. Wait, let's talk about that. Why he not? First off, can y'all meet us in the comments? Meet us in the comments. And, you know what I'm saying? We need to.
Not guilty, baby.
Nah, we're going to appeal that ruling, okay?
Said we would like to use double jeopardy at this time.
Nah, bro.
But why you feel like he was not guilty?
It was the square part. That was like the
Listen, we're not gonna
part. Not saying like, oh, F the square, nothing like that. But it was like that really hit when he said it like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
You could have a square in the circle surrounded by a bunch of stand-up guys, but I mean,
listen,
at the end
man,
of the day,
all he wants you to do right now is to explain why he lost, and you don't own that.
But Kay, I think it is important.
he's
like,
not guilty.
Yeah, I mean, not guilty, but some people might want to know his thought process in listening to the
So
case.
meet us in the comment section. Right now, I'm on a high right now because
Right.
I'm not guilty. I beat the case.
So
you know what I'm saying?
you know when like somebody scores in a basketball game and you can usually tell if they ever got buckets before because when they celebrate, that's what he's doing. So he's never won before, so I'm gonna let him have that. No, that's his first win. So I'm gonna let him have that. You know what I'm saying? I do this.
Okay.
So
Wow.
okay.
This is nuts.
Crazy.
Yeah, this is nuts.
That said that about you.
Yeah, I know.
Say you don't get buckets, pretty much.
I mean, we
Oh,
know.
wait, hold on. Yo, I don't like your tone, my boy. You saying that very aggressive, man. Saying so you don't get buckets. That's your twin saying it.
I mean, let's keep it a buck.
No.
We can keep it a buck. Kay's coming off the bench.
This man, what?
He was coming off the bench.
Not AAU. All right, anyway, so we're gonna keep it moving. Owen did look me in my eyes and said, "You get no buckets," and that hurt, man.
My bad. I apologize, man. I ain't that type of guy.
So let me get into another misconception, right? So another misconception about highly influential people, that they are highly competitive, they are manipulative, and they are aggressive. Now, what? How do you?
I feel attacked a little bit. Well, because I heard you said
aggressive.
No. Well, I guess I am aggressive, right? But you said competitive.
Yeah, that they are highly competitive.
Right? Because I am highly competitive. Yeah, I'm not attaching myself to that word. He just
I
said.
mean, that's a misconception. Like, you don't necessarily have to be highly competitive to be like an influential person.
They're just
got
saying,
you.
It's a misconception. Like, you don't have to be any of these things to be an influential person. So that brings me to
going back to the square. Like, you could be the square, right? And you could be influential.
Yeah. So it got me thinking, right? Like, what's one of my biggest influences in my life, right? And that
was a twin thought. I had that, like, yeah.
Well, damn. But it would be for me. It's relationships. Now, it's not just romantic relationships. You know what I mean? My relationship with my brother. You know, with my friends. You know, guys like Bully Gang. You know what I'm talking about? And but anyway, so for this specific one, I am going to talk about my wife.
Like, get it.
I love you, baby. Let's get it. All right, so the Who, right? The Who, like I said, my wife. Since I've known my wife, she's always been true to herself, right, and her beliefs. So I'll ask her, or I did ask her, I was like, babe, what makes you happy? And she said, dancing and singing, cooking, and being in a relationship with you. I know. Oh, that's
he just added that last part. She didn't say that. She didn't say that.
Oh, goddamn, she said that, bro. But she also said cooking and vacations. And I swear, you know what I'm saying? She be listening to that bachata. Okay. She be getting it. She be getting it. But, like, what I took from that was, like, everything that she named, and, like, she didn't hesitate. Everything she named, those were all things that she could control, right? So, me seeing that, like, I see that day in and day out that she chooses to do those things that influence and challenge my way of thinking. I can do the same thing. I can intentionally choose to be happy or to be, like, do things that I enjoy, and I fucks with that. So, Thank you, baby.
I respect that. I definitely, last episode, the topic was happiness. Yeah. And how I ended it was like, choose to be happy, intentionally choose to be happy. Mm-hmm. So, Honey Mustard, you know what I'm saying, my sister, let's get it.
Right. So, that prompted me. I was going to ask for you two, starting with O, is there anything or anyone that, like, was very influential in your life? In a positive or negative way. I mean,
my mom.
Your mom?
I always say my mom.
Shout out to your mom, man.
My mom.
I'm sorry. I'm just still thinking about that piece of candy she put in her pocket.
My mom
oh, boy.
I told you who it was. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I told you who it was. It was Dominique. He was a bad influence on my life.
Uncle Neek, man. God, Zoiks.
But my mom, for sure. It's like, I could do whatever it is. Like, she gonna beat my ass, and then she's gonna tell me when I'm wrong behind closed doors. And I used to run into, like, a fault with that, because it's like, you know.
Okay.
Like, you know, it's like a love thing. You kind of, like, go through your head, but when it's, like, outside to the world, and then just me knowing what she's been through and how she just still standing, it's nothing more influential than that. It's like,
respect,
just, you know?
Respect. Shout out to Mama O. Well, I don't know how that sounds.
Mama O.
Mama O, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He was struggling like, Mama.
Well, I ain't want him to see that disrespect, but Mama Bullygang O, what's up?
Yeah, that's the big bully, you know?
Big bully.
I mean, I heard him. He said, I used to get my ass beat. Big bully. Big bully.
Big bully, yeah, for sure.
Like. So for me, mine's a little different. I'm not even going to go with a person. I think a big influence for me was fear. Like, I've always been and I'm trying my best not to get emotional, because I say that, like, I am now coming into who I feel like I'm supposed to be. So like that, like so this is all very new to me, right? Yeah. For a long time, I feel like I've been like a hypocrite, right? Where I would give advice, but the advice that I was given is based off all the things that I'm not doing, but I wish I was. So I'm giving it to people, hoping that they do it so I can live. Was it vicarious or vicarious?
Yeah, vicarious.
Vicariously through somebody else, right? Mm-hmm. And I was so scared to fear, right? I was so scared to change, because then it's like, damn, like, I'm not gonna get accepted. Mm-hmm. Like, is anybody gonna like who I am? You know, so the fear definitely shaped, and there's some good things in there too. Like, I was scared or fearful to do certain things that X, Y people were doing, and that, led me not going to prison. No, shout out to my boy.
I mean, you didn't have Uncle Neek in your life, so I mean, you good,
right?
Wasn't for stealing while I went, so let's just throw that out there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so
I always got away. That's the funny part. But I always got away with stealing.
For stealing?
Yeah.
So
I followed everybody else, and then I ended up getting caught.
Look. He doubling down on the fact that I gotta check his goddamn pockets.
I never got caught for stealing.
So when you gonna get caught today, mother?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Can he think we dumb? He said, look at my pockets, they empty. Motherfucker, we gotta check under that hat. We know what the fuck going on. Come on, man.
Got the Don Julio under the hat. I ain't gonna lie. Getting drunk tonight. You mean?
So, yo, people are getting creative. We gotta actually check his dreads.
Yeah. Yo, but yeah, man, fear definitely played a big part in my life, and now I'm conquering fear. You heard? I won't say there's not anything that I'm fearful of, but if I see fear, I embrace fear today, whereas before I would, run from it a little bit.
Right.
Like I think as you break it down, I think fear is probably like when you break it down, like the way you broke it down, I feel like fear is kind of one of mine because I always feared like I did a lot of things depending on like I fear the way that people would look at me if I did this specific thing.
Right,
so I
right,
made sure
right.
I just didn't do it. Like I like to keep a good image, so
Right.
Respect,
fear
brother.
is-
Oh, yeah.
that's- I like
Let me
that,
get some of that.
Respect.
for sure.
Boom. So by now our listeners know, but I love telling anybody who's new to the show or our viewers that I watch Animal Planet, I watch Discovery Channel, and like I'm someone who feels that we can learn a lot from animals, right? So turtles in their shells, right? Over thousands of years, turtles their experiences through thousands of years influence like the evolution of their shells, right? And their shells are important for it's like their I was about to say human tank. They're animals. It's like their tank, and it also like the buoyancy of their shell. It allows them to swim like the experts that they are in the water. So but with that, like thinking about turtles and their shells and the influence it had, I was thinking like, what's my turtle shell, right? And I gave it some thought.
Your big bro twin.
God, zoinks, no sir.
No? Okay.
No. My confidence. Now, this is like he was saying, it's something that's new to him. Like this is something that's new to me. Not that I didn't have confidence in myself, but the level of confidence that I have in myself now, like I'm not afraid to authentically be myself, right? And so, shout out to the turtles. They didn't make me see this, but but do any of you guys got like turtle shells per se?
I would say like before I was talking about like defensive shields and stuff. Like so, not right now. Nah.
Got you.
Or at least I can't think on the spot right now.
I do. I think it's just my morals in a sense.
Okay.
My
Okay.
morals, like so confidence is kind of like a part of that, but just like my morals kind of like in a sense like make me I'm not afraid to be who I am in front of anybody. Like you put me in a room with the richest people in the world, it's like you're going to have to take me for who I am. This is who I am.
Right.
So.
Do you and I'm not necessarily trying to challenge that, but like cuz that's beautiful if that is true. Yeah. So like do you really feel that way, or do you feel like talking about influence, right? Do you feel like you have to say that?
Nah, I don't. Nah, not to. I get what you're saying, but I don't feel like I have to say that. And I don't mean like I'm gonna go in there dressed like this, and you know what I'm saying. But I mean like I have that part where I could be professional, and that's a part of all. That's
Well, so yeah, I'm sure we're about to hit
on
on the same thing right here, because if that confidence or like what you're saying was true, then you wouldn't have acknowledged I'm not gonna go in there dressed like this.
Right.
I go in there dressed however the fuck I want.
Right.
Yeah,
and
true.
and that going back to like me coming into who I am now, like just a perfect example. My wife, like she works with I guess corporate folks, right?
Yeah, corporate,
and I always last time because I wasn't me last time, like I was around these folks, and I feel like I had to conform to them, right? And like now. I'm going to be dressed like you, be dressed how I am right now. My average blows merch, right? And I told my wife, I'm like, yo, I'm not going to act like she's in like crypto and stuff, right? I'm not going to act like I care or try to talk to them about that shit. No, I'm going to try to connect with them on something that I either care about or we have a common ground in. But I'm not going to try to like placate to whatever the hell they want to talk about. I don't give a damn.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, like, if I'm a part of it, like, if I was a part of the crypto scene, then I'll go in there as if, you know what I'm saying?
Well, but
like,
still, there's no way that you have to necessarily present yourself.
Right.
Like, you're just you. You know what I'm saying? The knowledge that you know doesn't change based on what you wear. Yeah. But, so, I'm talking about my turtle shell being my confidence. I just wanted to I don't want to disrespect the turtles out there in this world. Shout out to Franklin the turtle. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, like, my confidence doesn't protect me from other animals. All right? Like their shell does.
Okay.
So what he's saying is Big Bro Twin gives him a nuggie every now and then, all right?
Okay.
Yeah.
You need one of those. I ain't gonna lie, I get a nugget in a minute.
Wait, you want one?
Yo!
Relax.
He said, Unc, please.
The way he looked at me, I was like, I got what you need. I'll give you more. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
a big you, bro. Don't nuggie me, bro. You're too big to be out here giving out nuggies.
But the way you said it, right?
Hey, out here giving
said,
elaborate ideas.
He said, I don't mind getting a nugget every once in a while.
He said like it was a massage, like new massage.
Yeah, like, nah, don't touch me.
Hey, yo. Cue him up.
Hey, yo!
So look,
That's crazy.
I seen so you know I look into quotes, right?
Yeah.
So a quote that I have and the artist or the author is unknown, and I wish this person was known. But one of the best ways to influence people is to make them feel important. And once again, going into like confidence and just becoming who you are, like I've realized that. So earlier when I was like, when I have a conversation with someone, even though that they're probably just trying to say hi and like that's it, nah, I'm gonna have a conversation with you and I want you to know, yeah, you are important. At least I want you to feel that way. Yeah. Like, and people are more likely to be receptive to you if you make them feel important. So what's one thing that you do to make people feel important? when you're talking to them? My fault for putting you on blast.
I feel like listening. A lot of people don't be listening to a lot of people.
Active
that be
listening,
talking. Active listening. And kind of just actually showing people that you were like into the conversation.
And how you do that? How do you do that?
Pick their brain a little bit.
So you ask questions.
Actually ask
Okay.
questions and respond so they know, like, look them in the eyes and things like, so listen. And people don't listen nowadays.
Yo, there's actually one person that I was like having a conversation with, and I was looking them in the eyes because that's like what I know to be respectful.
Yeah.
They actually thought that I was trying to challenge them.
Yeah, some people do take it differently.
There's another dude.
It was another guy.
Okay, so he got masculinity.
Masculinity.
Masculinity issues. Yeah.
I don't want to assume that. Maybe that's just something in his past.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
But I did think that's like
He
that's
looked at you like,
interesting.
what you trying to do then, mate, boy?
I feel like, bro, I'm having a conversation with you, my guy.
I mean, I assure you, he didn't come with an aggressive tone.
Okay,
it's
okay.
after the what? Oh, come with the. Okay.
Spicy, bacante.
I'm gonna just let go.
Right.
You.
What do I do? Well, I was definitely gonna say listening, but I guess
I was too goddamn. I'm mad that you told me you took my shit, bro.
Find another one.
what else do I do to make people feel? I compliment. I compliment people. You know what I'm saying? Give them that affirmation. You know what I'm saying? But I'm working on that though because like I'm someone I don't need like positive affirmations, but I realized like my brother said on our last episode that's his, you said love.
That's my love language.
It's positive
That's
affirmations, and I got to get better at that because like just because that's not for me doesn't mean I can't do it for other people. Because you damn right. I tell my wife she's beautiful every time I see her. You diggy.
I definitely need to get better in that department.
That help a lot of people. Sometimes you got to tell people like, yo, you the shit. I ain't gonna lie.
Right, you should.
They need to hear that. That'll help them a lot. That'll probably make their day. So
Respect.
So you start doing it, all right?
I do it.
All right. Well,
but listening was like the number one thing. Like,
well, shit. Start telling people that they the shit, like you said.
That.
Hopefully a good turd too, goddamn.
Yeah, not the Hershey squirts.
So I did also my infamous keyword search, and what that entails is I will go to the keyword search tool and I'll type in influence, and usually all the words associated with it pop up, and it'll let me know what word is or the value in which it was searched. Right, my fault. I was struggling there. So I typed in influence, and influence activities popped up. That was 21st on the list. Right. So okay, influence activities. Are you guys familiar with any type of influence activities? Start with O.
what do you mean? Like,
I don't know. Have you ever heard someone say, "Yo, let's go do some influence activities"?
I don't think I ever.
Nah, I
heard
mean,
that.
it sounds like something that goes down like a seminar or something like that.
Yeah, right. So it's usually like with work, right? So they call it team building activities,
yep.
right?
Yep.
So then I was like, all right. So what's the most common team building activity that has to do with influence? And it's called blindfold exercise, and it's not the one where you fall back and like trust. No, that's trust. No. But so they blindfold the participants, and there's one person that's not blindfolded, usually like the boss or whatever, right? So it's his job to communicate to them what they got to do, and then after they take the blindfolds off and see did they get it done, did they not, and but yeah, that's influence activities. Goddamn,
Right.
Where we at, Kay?
Oh,
We're good.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Did you have any more misconceptions?
No.
Okay, what happened?
No.
Oh, all right. So talking about earlier when I mentioned people like your company impacts or influences you and have an impact on you. I wanted to. We have a cousin, right? I'm not gonna say no names, right? That I don't necessarily agree with some of the things that he does, but the reason why I'm bringing this up is I've heard that, when someone does something bad, right, and you hear people say, why are you hanging around that person still? They did something bad, right? And it's easy to say that when you're not related to the person. And I finally experienced that. Like, I was quick to say, like, let's say R. Kelly, for instance, right? His family members. I'm like, nah, y'all should cut him off immediately. Because I didn't know how it would be when you have a family member and they're doing something bad, but, like, you have love for that family member. So it's kind of hard to just cut them off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Do you want to jump into anything?
Nah. We can,
All right. So, Kay, when it comes to influence, how do you feel people can be above average?
All right, so before I say that, I want to preface it with this. So I know Kai is generally the quote person, but 2 days ago I was scrolling late night on Instagram, and I came across this artist, and like I generally come across this artist stuff, and his words are good, but seldomly do like lyrics hit me in a way that like really mean something to me. Like so, his name is LaRussell, actually. And if you don't mind, I'm gonna just like these lyrics. I'll go ahead and quote.
Sing it.
Sing it. Whoa. It's not. Yeah, it's not like a singing thing.
Oh, okay.
It's a rap. But I'm gonna say these lyrics, and if I'm like botching these lyrics, I'm sorry, LaRussell. And or if like my voice crack a little bit, it's just because again these lyrics like hit me in a way that no lyrics ever did before, because like who I am today. And all right, but it goes like this. Made it through the worst days. Remember the times I shared birthdays. We don't judge books off the first page. Got to read the whole thing. Got to hear the whole track. Had to give up everything. I needed my soul back. Had to get my mind right. Had to get my heart strong. Made it to the checkout line and see my cart's gone. Who's to blame when the shame is your own fault? What's a disease when you're plagued by your own thoughts? Hard to have faith when you're nailed to your own cross. And God damn, those lyrics hit me. Fire. So with that, tying that back to being above average when it comes to influence, at the end of the day, we're fortunate enough that we get to choose what we allow to influence us. Yeah. So there's bad things and there's good things. Like you can teach many things. Like you could teach many ways to learn the same lesson, right? So just choose the good things. Let it influence you in a positive way, and that's how you can be above average when it comes to influence. Shout out to LaRussell.
Right. How about you? How do you feel people can be above average when it comes to influence? And if you don't have none, that's okay.
Nah, I feel like they should just care. Like, don't, just actually care about and understanding that you're influential, So, and from both sides, understand right from wrong. So, understand that what you could do could lead to somebody's demise in a sense.
Right.
So
realize how important you are.
Important you are and what the power of the tongue. Like,
respect, brother.
Mm-hmm. So now we are getting ready to close the show out, and how we do that is with information a guru would make you pay for it. Now what that is usually someone gets some type of influence, right, and they'll take advantage of you. Yeah. And being ignorant or ignorance is expensive, people. So try not to be ignorant, okay? And usually, so they will try to sell you classes or courses, right, of basic information or sometimes information that just doesn't work at all. And this is something that I actually shared with Kay in a group chat. So I was familiar with this motto, the golden rule, they say, right? Yeah. Treat others how you want to be treated. And I thought that was like all, I live by that pretty much, right? Yeah. However, I was introduced to a platinum model, right? The platinum standard is treat others how they want to be treated. That was new to me. Yeah. I'm saying I always wanted to treat people how I wanted to be treated, but sometimes people don't want to be treated how you want to be treated, right? So let's practice treating people how they want to be treated. And if you are already doing that, that is great for you. If you not, that is information a guru would make you pay for. And if people wanted to find you, if you wanted to be found, where can they find you to connect?
You can find me on Instagram, Bullygang00_. And that's the main spot you're going to find me. So
on the
if you
gram,
want to get
baby.
Me there, find me on the gram.
Again,
yes, sir. Hold on, okay, real quick.
Go ahead.
Oh, my fault. You about to ask him?
Yeah, I was going to ask him to run that back from the tippy, but whatever.
Yeah, I just want to say, because like you said last time, we do a piss poor job at letting people know.
Below average job.
Okay, whatever, yo. You guys can head to www.averageblows.com if you want additional content or whatever. Right. Go there, God damn it.
Straight like that. And listen, and always remember, being competitive is a positive attribute. Being average is a choice.
Average blows.